Welcome back to another episode of Cigar Wealth. I am your host, TK, author of Cigar Wealth, the book. Got a great question and topic today, which was sent to my website. TK, what do you think about DJs and cigar lounges? Well, this is going to be a healthy episode today, I tell you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, right? Let's have some fun with this thing. This is Miami, where I'm at, and I know some of the greatest DJs. As a matter of fact, Miami has some of the greatest DJs I've ever heard anywhere. And I've been everywhere. I guess the question is not just the DJ, but the style of DJ and the genre of DJs. Let's start off with the good DJs, okay? If you got a good DJ that says, hey, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Saturday or next week, Friday, join us as we do a tribute to Prince. Join us as we do a tribute to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Join us as we do a tribute to Beyonce. Those are good DJs that let you know what to expect. And it's almost like a mini concert series, and you get excited for that. Now, mind you, watch where I'm going. I'm going to go from the good DJs to the bad DJs and why that question arose. Because there's a reason why you're asking that question, and I'm going to get to it. Trust me, I'm going to get to the root of that question. So the good DJs play music that makes you want to bob your head. Now, mind you, there's only two outcomes when you hear a DJ. You either are going to have this thought process or that thought process. And what are those two thought processes? You're either going to want to fuck or fight. Bottom line, we're either fucking or we're fighting. When a DJ, a good DJ, plays something that is grown and sexy and it's nice vibes, you're in that right mode. Now, when you have a DJ that is playing something that's non-conducive to that environment and all you see is this, all you see is the shoulders go up, all you see is the mean mugging, all you see is the anti-socialism now taking place, nobody's talking to each other, everybody's looking at each other, that's a problem. So let's go back to the good DJs. I know plenty of good DJs that will be at the cigar lounge, and they understand the music levels. Let's start off with levels, right? The volume. If you have to scream to speak to someone, then yeah, that's just overkill. That's just absolutely ridiculous. See, some of these owners don't understand the difference between nightclub and cigar lounge, because they're not from the cigar lounge world, they're from the nightclub world, so that's all they know. And when you have someone who is from the cigar world who just wants to vibe out, and hell, my neighbors want to vibe out. They're salt and peppers, just like the majority of you. We want to vibe, perking and turning up. We been there, done that. This is a vibe. And what happens is when you increase your quality of services, such as a DJ, you also increase your money. When you decrease your quality in DJs, then you decrease your money and you bring in this unwanted audience, and you actually lose the audience that you really want. So good DJs, thank you for all the good DJs that are out there that call out the birthdays, that give out the announcements, that give out the shout outs, that give you notices of what's going on. DJs that make you want to smile. DJs that play music that makes you want to dance. DJs that play music that makes you want to put down your phone. Thank you, good DJs. So to answer your question, having those type of DJs where they understand volume levels, they understand time levels, meaning they're not coming in. Well, I'll talk about that for the bad DJs. So all the good DJs, thank you for the vibes. Thank you for the good times. Thank you for the conducive environment, the sexy environment. Because guess what? Whatever happens in that cigar lounge that night transfers over to what happens when you leave that lounge. So if you're in a good vibe when you leave that lounge, you're going to be in, when you're at the lounge, you're going to be in good vibe when you leave that lounge. Now, do you understand the difference of good and bad? Here we go with the bad. You do have some bad DJs. I'm not even gonna lie. There's some horrible DJs. Just because you can make music play through a speaker doesn't mean you are a DJ. Like I said, I know some phenomenal DJs that have mastered their craft. Bad DJs. DJs, why are you there? Why are you at the lounge on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? First of all, that's overkill. Every day. My God, every day. This is a cigar lounge, not a nightclub. If you missed your calling in the nightclub, don't try to make it your calling in a cigar lounge. Please don't do that. That's just annoying. Two, your volume, your volume. And we're not talking about old people in salt and peppers, because some of these DJs are old and they got salt and peppers. And they're just playing absolutely way too goddamn loud. Even I've been to lounges on Fridays and Saturdays, and it's been packed. It's been packed with the DJ. And you still didn't have to scream to have a conversation with someone. So no combating that. Volume's too damn loud, especially if there's only 4 people in this lounge. Who are you playing for? If you're playing for yourself, put on some headphones, because some of us got some work to do. Now, once again, the good DJs, thank you. Bad DJs, you play the same shit every week. And it's sad when your audience knows your playlist. They know what you're going to play next. They know what's upcoming. And it's just pitiful at that point. So I can see your frustration when you are sitting there and you know what's going to happen. You know it's going to be the next play. You know that's going to. And guess what? The music. Watch this. You're in an environment where the music becomes aggressive. It becomes violent. And that mentality will transfer outside the lounge to where? Your home, your neighborhood, the way you drive to your home in your neighborhood. Aggressiveness, late night, alcohol in your system. You're aggressive, it's late night. Versus you can still have alcohol in your system, but now you're smiling because you just had a very nice night, a vibe, a grown and sexy vibe. So bad DJs, having the same playlist is not cool because the audience already knows it. 2, you're too damn loud, or it's not a nightclub. I don't care how you slice it, it's not a nightclub. Don't turn it into one, stop trying to make it one. Now, 3, bad DJs. Oh boy, this just irks my nerves to talk about this topic, because I know some really good DJs that have been in lounges and that, man, they tore the place apart. Meaning it was a vibe. Everyone was like, "Yo, I haven't heard that in years. Whoa, this is great. Thank you so very much, man. I haven't felt this way in since college." Those are good DJs. Bad DJs play for themselves. I remember there was one DJ, one particular lounge, just would play at any time they want. 4 to afternoon, by the way. 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, 5 p.m. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you not see us working? Do you not see us trying to relax? Do you not see us trying to watch the TV? Oh, I'm practicing. Then put on your damn headphones. My goodness, my goodness. So yes, things have gotten out of control. So should a DJ be in a lounge? There is no right or wrong answer. I love a DJ in the lounge, if it's a good DJ. I think I covered what is a good DJ and what is a bad DJ in my eyes. A good DJ, which I know plenty of great DJs. It's a vibe, and I don't want to leave. I never want to leave. It's a vibe. We're just head bopping. It makes you want to dress up. It makes you want to smile. It makes you want to talk to each other. That type of energy. When you don't want to talk to anyone, when you just want to look at people, when you want to just not being having good energy because you're aggressive because of what you're hearing. Remember, that's always been our behavior pattern since the beginning of time. What we hear is how we react. Cigar lounges, especially if you have alcohol, find a good DJ. Find a good DJ. Because when you have a good DJ, you're going to have good clientele and you're really going to make some good money. When you have a bad DJ, you're not going to get the clientele that you want and you're going to get not the money that you want. And when you become better, you get better. When you get better, you get a lot better. Meaning, you want this type of quality. Are you willing to sacrifice quality for quantity? Because you think you're going to get more money with volume with this DJ versus that DJ? Well, I'm going to listen to that DJ. And mind you, I will have my days. If I want to listen to a DJ, I will go to that lounge. If I just want to vibe out because I've had a rough day, I'll go to that lounge. If I want to dress up and listen to a DJ that vibes, I'll go to that lounge. If I want to wear some slides and my shorts and just relax, it's Saturday, I'll go to that lounge. Preference. Ladies and gentlemen, you have options. If you don't like the vibe, we have to find another lounge. If you don't like the energy, you have to find another lounge. If you don't like the music, you have to find another lounge. And mind you, I would love your thoughts on this because I've been in both aspects. I've been in lounges that have no DJs, great vibe. I've been in lounges that have no DJs, bad vibe. I've been in lounges that have DJs, good vibe. I've been in lounges that have DJs, bad vibes. So I've been across the board. Is there a right or is there a wrong? No, because I've been in lounges that have DJs that just play some really dope ass shit. I remember there was one lounge, this DJ was just playing nothing but old school R&B. It was like a Jodeci versus Belle Biv DeVoe. And I mean, he was just going in, and the women were up dancing, and the dudes were up dancing, and everybody was just vibing. And yeah, it was a vibe. When you have a bad DJ, a lot of emotions going on, trying to prove a point to somebody, and it becomes a nightclub. I am not a fan of nightclubs, first of all. Jesus Christ, let's just start there. We're too old for that. We're too old for that. We don't belong there. It's a preference. Let me hear your thoughts. And lounge owners, if you have a DJ, let me know your thoughts. And if you have a good DJ, let us know your address. Let us know the name of your lounge so we can start sending people there. Please, if you have a good DJ, please let us know what lounge you are so we can start sending people there. I love a good DJ and a good drink and a good cigar. Check, check, check. Now I got a good cigar, decent drink, and a bad DJ. No, not doing it. Times has definitely changed. I don't know what this industry has come to. And I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Got a question about cigars or business, and you're looking to grow? Visit cigarwealth.com. Get the book, cigarwealth.com. It's there for you, and it's filled with wealth of how the cigar industry did it. You can do this. Your energy is important. Your time is important. Make it important. But if you need a little bit of help, cigarwealth.com. Till next time, take care.